Hello, my name is Mike Brumfield, and what this video is about is smoking gun evidence for the case of ET existence, more advanced than us, and that could have possibly created us. The best case for this is religion itself. Religion holds advanced knowledge that what I've discovered all over the earth in writing these books and this journey I've been on for the last 20 years. The book's been out for 12 years, my 7th book that I'm on right now called Infinite Asnos, The Theory of Everything. What I've discovered is that most people don't get the connection between religion's heaven story and that being our future scenario where we need to go. We need to go up into space to become immortal, to survive Mother Nature, and eventually possibly become immortal. That's exactly what religion's story is, and I say it is the smoking gun evidence because it's bigger than a binary code. What SETI's looking for, and what most scholars are looking for, is evidence in the form of a binary code, contact from extraterrestrials. To me, I say that's silly for us to look for contact from an extraterrestrial. For God's sakes, if it's more advanced than us, then it would have already made contact if it wanted to. So that's what we've got to figure out. It's why they don't make contacts, called Fermi's paradox. Again, the evidence that I say is the smoking gun. It's what most people don't really see. I've asked my wife, who's taking this video. I've asked my family, my brothers, my sisters. I've only seen one man in science that is even seeing our progression of intelligence, of evolution of intelligence, that if we evolved on a planet and recognized that we were intelligent and realized that we died, we wanted to achieve immortality, we would know that we would need to go up into space. Okay? It's exactly what religion says. Even more importantly, and that's huge, because I don't care where you go, nobody says heaven's up in the sky. Barbara Walters had a special, nobody said it. What I'm recognizing is that religion's story parallels and matches Michio Kaku's, a leading scientist, stage 3 civilization of intelligence in the universe. It should ultimately achieve getting off of a planet, not live on planets, but use them naturally. Resources, rest, but they know they're at the mercy of Mother Nature anytime they enter an atmosphere. You can't live on them. You can't stay there. You're even taking your chances going in on them to get resources and what have you. So what I want to explain is that the religion story everywhere, universally, is bigger than a binary code, okay? Because their story is all over the earth, universally, that these beings live up in the sky. And if you look at their story, you'll see one. I just use mine for example. The Bible story starts in the beginning, there were heaven and earth and void without form. That's exactly what Michio Kaku says is the scenario for how galaxies come into existence, from nothing. Scientists are on the threshold of trying to figure out what is nothing, because we know that the matter that burst from it, from the blackness of that sky out there, the matter, the white matter that burst from it creates life, is essentially nothing when we take it apart and dissect it back. So when I discovered that, wow, that's exactly, you know, what the Bible scenario set up, I was like, wow, let's look further. What you see is the first 6 days of Genesis is an evolutionary path, just exactly like science dictates today. Even more importantly, religion universally says that these beings have always existed. That's exactly what I say the atom dictates and what I put in every book. The Jewish star matches the atom. That Jewish religion is what I'm talking about. Coincidentally, I was blown away in a recent finding that we discovered from all scientists, saying that when you trace back our origins, take the universe apart to this blackness, this nothingness, the singularity point, and you ask yourself questions like, what's around the atom? What's around that singularity point? And you start saying nothing. What is nothing? Then what you realize is that even nothing is something that spawns something, the atom, and it never stops existing. It has always existed, just exactly like the story of these religious gods. They've always existed. So, I want to give to you my evidence that sees religion as a matching story of where we're going in the future that would help us to understand how an infinite intelligence could work in the universe and become infinite. Why we would have all of these mysteries and pieces of the puzzle that fit right into place with the progression of evolutionary intelligence. We would come from nothing. We wouldn't be able to figure that out till we did figure it out and realize that the nothing is infinite and it's just a form of energy. It never stops existing. And what we would see is an evolutionary progression of Big Bang. First there was light, just like the Bible says. What you have then, division of planets, division of the solar system. Then what you have is, then the land dried. And then there was water and land. And then what you had is, all of a sudden, the case for evolution of intelligence. And that's what I'm giving to you. Religion is the best case, smoking gun, if you want to call it that, evidence for intelligence that has already existed, gave, and has the capability to create an intelligence that would never evolve artificially. Us, humans, boom, pop on the scene, okay? We have a story where they're telling us that you're an illusion, that your life is just a whisper, just a breath in time. And what you really are is something that exists forever. Now, you could call that the atom, and naturally it does. That's what our body's made of. But if we look at our intelligence, is it possible to achieve the infinite immortality of our intelligence? I just watched Through the Wormhole with Morgan Freeman, and I am telling you, that's exactly what religion's story says. All these stories of reincarnation, all of these stories of a spirit, a soul passing on, this is all superstitious language that needs to be transposed into today's language of science of how do we literally achieve immortality of the intelligence, our mind, memory. So what I want to give you again, my book, Why Heaven is Space is Up, is extremely crucial. And again, I say, religion is the best evidence because it says up is where heaven is. And if you understand that heaven is everything, the confusing part is that before they created humans, and really is there before? Because, like I say, this is the way the universe seems to be. That there isn't a before, they're infinite. That's the part we have a hard time wrapping our brains around. So I'm going to wrap this up. I have videos out there called, the title of my newest book, Infinite Astronauts, The Theory of Everything. I have a video out there called Why Heaven is Space Up. And it would explain to you the confusion of heaven. That in the beginning, heaven and earth void in form. Heaven isn't a place, heaven's the universe. But it became a place when they created something they had to stay away from and imprisoned it on what they should never live on. If you're intelligent, you stay away from Mother Nature. You're not omnipotent if you're at the mercy of Mother Nature. We seem to have that. We seem to have that evidence all around us with these aliens, which I discovered all over the earth. Evolution of a human-looking being that we call an alien. They all look the same, just like evolution. Every species of life all looks the same, but humans. Check it out. My videos, that's my smoking gun to you, is that I seem to know something about the structure of the universe, and I see it all so clearly, like Michio Kaku, that I wish Michio Kaku would give me that opportunity. Barbara Walters, please, I'm begging you to give me an opportunity to tell you what I see that I don't think you're seeing, and that is that your Michio Kaku description of a stage 3 civilization, an infinite, immortal, godlike existence, could only happen if you didn't live on planets. All right, please check it out. My wife's telling me it's too long, and I don't want to do that. So my smoking gun is religion is the best evidence for extraterrestrial life. It exists, and it's not alien to us if it's in the universe because we're part of the universe. That's the whole thing. Check out my other videos. Thank you, Mike Brumfield.